Okay, dokie. That should be sorted. Because it's that time. It's that time again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome along, people, to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good on this Tuesday evening. Welcome, welcome. So, for tonight's menu, I'm going to be throwing out a GR3 lobby in a couple of minutes. So, obviously, what's going to happen is there's going to be a bit of practice. So, place yourself to do a qualifying lap if you wish. And then we'll crack on with some sprint racing action across multiple tracks on the game. So, let's get straight to it then, shall we? So, obviously, I got a coffee with me to get me through for the next couple of hours. So, for those who are keen to know how long I'm going to be on, obviously, I'm going to be on until approximately 8:30, which is how long the lobby is going to be. Indian Stig, thank you very much for tuning in. Will do, thanks, and hope you have a good stream as well if you're live. I'll just check right now whilst I'm at it. So it'll be at any moment, well, unless you're doing the open lobbies. So go and check out Indian Stig, people, for those who don't know. He does open lobbies himself, as well as some daily races, some league racing as well. And speaking of which, well, obviously what's going to be happening also is there's going to be some daily racing, so we could get a couple of episodes in of my daily racing anti-meta series. So having been informed as well, I've seen what has been happening. That yeah, so you're off tonight. Okay, thank you for letting us know. So yeah, hope you have a well-earned rest or whatever you could be doing, Stig, and hope to catch you around sometime. So yeah, that's a couple of episodes of the anti-beta series, and the reason for that is that the manufacturer's exhibition series is starting this Saturday, which I didn't know until I found out the other day. So I've not chosen the manufacturer, however, because I've got a couple of accounts, so I could just go with one, the other. So no worries, Stig, no worries at all. Well, yeah, I'm just yet to choose the manufacturer as well. But not only that, some thought that there was going to be an update that was going to be taking place last Thursday, but it wasn't the case. However, what they have done as well is that with the online time trial, which they're set to 7 days only, just like the rest of the other online time trials, that'll be in for when the new update that's going to be on the horizon. So I've not seen the animated update videos that GT put out as they normally do yet, unless somebody tells me that they have already. But it'll be out tomorrow, I would imagine, sometime. But what I also did see as well is that there's going to be a new GT3 car that's going to be coming in at some point. I don't know if it's going to be as early as the next one that's just coming soon, or even later in the year, with the Mazda RX Vision Evo, which I find fascinating. So that will be an interesting factors to see, like how the Evo evolves. Which, of course, the RX Vision, which I've not used much of the car, but obviously great sound of the noisy rotary engine. So as we go along, obviously we're going to be starting off for some open lobbies in the in Dragon Trail. So 5-lap sprint, grid start, 4-start check is on, BLP is on. You can change the brake balance. Racing soft tyres, shortcut penalty 6 weeks, same with ghosting. So is there anybody on here watching ready to go? I'm sure there's some of you who are watching who are ready to go. But we will see how busy it gets. So as it is 6:28 in the UK now, and that I'm going to open a lobby. and put in the room ID in the YouTube chat and pin it. So let's see how quickly this fills up then. So there's the room ID for anybody who wishes to join in that method. Keep it open for a couple of minutes and then see what happens. So we've got somebody joining in and another person. Formel Love, Speed Sparko. Nice to meet you too. And another player there as well, whoever that might be. 40's in. Welcome in, 40. Sat boys in. Welcome along, Ahmed. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. So got nearly half of the lobby, half of the full lobby. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. So we've got Wessel in, so there's 8 of us in. Make that 9. Lobby's getting full very nicely. So in that case, I'm gonna announce the countdown as we've got more than half of the full lobby as it stands. So race starting in 5 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap. And another thing too, please be mindful to other people on the track. Thanks. Almost put GG there. Delta Bell's in, our friend. Thank you very much for joining in. Welcome in. Hope you're well. So, in that case, I'm going to get the Porsche out. Hey up. I'm on the reverse layout. Oh, never mind. Does anybody prefer... does anybody want to race in this layout, or in reverse, or the normal way around? I'm not fussed whichever. Because it's not often to do some tracks in reverse, like. Good to meet you as well. Sorry if I've missed anybody out, but don't take it hard because there's a lot of new faces I've got to keep an eye on now. Keep an eye on it on. Three mins. Just the gears in. I'll just do this one quick lap. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. Enzo races in. Welcome along. Swifties in, welcome in. So that's me fast time put in. Good to see you again. Obviously it's been a while. So we've got 40 in the Mercedes, and we've got Mikael in the Porsche, Sackboy in the Porsche, Wessel in the Porsche, A. Greg in the Ferrari, Les Sebastian in the Audi, and Riaby in the Porsche, Ruben in the Porsche, Overlord in the Porsche, Chester Gear in the Porsche, Enzo Racer in the Porsche, Swifty in the Porsche, myself, Delta Bell Speed, Sparko in the pits, chilling along. So there is one more slot available, otherwise I'm going to get the race underway. So just want to spare a moment to say hello everyone. Please be civil and respectful to other people and have fun. So have a good race everyone. Good luck, and just keep it clean as well. Street Beef, welcome in, pal. Thank you very much for joining in. Hope you're well. We're just about to get the first race underway. Oh, he's left. Just said hello to him and then he left. Probably realised that it's in reverse, but anyhow, I'm on till 8:30, so some other different tracks will be coming, so don't you worry, pal. If you're watching. So, without further ado, let's get this first race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Good start with 4-star check is on. You know what? If I'm qualified on pole, which I should be on pole anyway, that I'll just pull over to one side safely and just work my way from the back. How's that? For a bit of fair and square advantage. Turns out, I'm not on pole. 40's on pole. He got a good getaway. Got a car on my left. And that's the Audi. Give you room. Oh, he's got a bit wide, touching the grass there. No harm done. Rhodes is in, welcome in. A lovely little switcheroo there. You had the right away, mate. Just saw that you were just a touch ahead. So that's why I had to back out. Good save. Sebastian's on my right, still ahead of it. So this is a three-way fight for the win. Sebastian at the moment behind me. Oh, just a little close there, but feel the rear end kicking while I'm trail braking a bit. Well, I've got the brake balance set to 2 to the rear in the Porsche. You keep going, mate. Cannot get over this lovely, noisy Porsche 992 engine. Oh, Seb's going for it. Can I do a switchback? No, just over revved it ton first. I saw him coming. And that's why you must use the radar at all times. Not only that you could hear the engine note from the other car, but also to have that awareness and obviously see what's happening on the radar whilst you're getting around the corner. We're through. Retaken second after he had a bit of a moment. Got some work to try and catch up to the Italian up front. So 40 in the lead, myself in second, Sebastian in third. Left it on 5th gear for a change. Feels that much momentum through that chicane of death in reverse. Petty's in, welcome in. Been a while, mate. Well, Sebastian's dropped down to 4th as Chester Gears move up to 3rd. Ah, Sebastian's left. He had a good race until something happened behind me. I'm not sure what happened. Look at that. Tremendous drive out of the chicane. Come on then, it's hammer time! Oh, he's had the inside covered. It's gonna be close. Well played, mate. Ah, that was very close, 43 thousandths of a second. I just wish that if I could have like pounced out of that chicane even more, I would have had him. Anyway, it's been a good race. GG. So anybody watching, if you could spare a moment to smash the like button if you're liking the content, and hit the subscribe button if you're new, for some open lobby action as well as the daily racing and so on. So the first race in, and 40 is the winner of the first round, as we head off to the next one, wherever we're off to. So I just want to save the replay, as it's been a cracking one, and I must spare a moment to congratulate 40 as the what has been a cracking race from start to finish, no matter the outcome. So replay saved, and so we have 40 taking the win with myself in second with the fastest lap. Chester Gear in third. We've got Swifty in fourth, Delta Bell in fifth, Enzo Racer in sixth. We've got Overlord in seventh, Ruben in eighth, Wessel in ninth. We've got Rheaby in 10th. We've got Michael in 11th. Speed Sparko, Satboy, Sebastian, and A. Greg, the only ones to retire for this race. So, thanks, GG, to you two as well. Enzo Racer. Alright, so we have a full lobby and all. Okay. So we're going to have to head off to another fictional track for those who are keen to know. So we're going to go off to Lago Maggiore. Full track, obviously. Welcome along, Portal. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. And have a look at his content on YouTube, people. For those who don't know Portal, he's a family guy. That's the right word. That's the right word, isn't it? A family guy who's a family man who's having fun on Gran Turismo 7, especially some Opel lobbies, and does some liveries. Even I did the livery for you as well, Portal. As I did ask, I said to anybody, didn't I, that if anybody wants a livery doing, just ask. And Portal was the one who asked a bit if he wants a livery doing on a certain car, and I said, yeah, no problem. So I hope you're liking the livery that I've designed for you, mate. So, race starting in 5 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap. And please be mindful to other people on the track. Thanks very much. Exactly, just a family guy who streams. It's fire, I use it a lot. Yeah, the fire inside your belly, just gotta utilize the energy. And so got Overlord been running on wets the whole time, or is it just, mind you, that somebody if somebody forgot to change the tires to racing softs, where you can simply just buy the racing soft tires from the race shop whilst in the lobby, so you don't have to leave and then just to buy a set of racing softs. So we welcome in Skull Glitch. Not sure if we've raced each other before, but welcome in. Excuse me. I'm gonna make good use of the Porsche once more. Feel like I'm very much connected with this car lately. Welcome in, Ruben. Sorry to hear that you've crashed on the last corner of the previous race, but don't worry. My great-grandfather said this. So my great-grandfather said this to some family members, including my grandmother, my dad, and obviously it gets passed on to me, that in any situation there is no such thing as worry. So why worry about things? So even if you're in a situation where if the race hasn't gone your way, don't dwell on it too much, because there's always another opportunity where you can do better than the last one by any means. So that's the key advice I would say for anybody who wishes to feel motivated in that sense, and therefore just have the discipline to go and get the best out of yourself and the vehicle underneath you. So welcome into the stream, Ruben. Hope you're doing good. And appreciate you racing with us. Got a bit wide there. No harm done. Yeah, the Family Guy. That's the first thing that comes into my mind with Family Guy is the TV series. I used to watch a lot of Family Guy. Well, when I was a kid, and then every now and then I watch some episodes. You know, just relive the some of the memories with the sense of humor of how funny the animated TV series has been through the years. We'll just go with that. So there is a slot as Ruben's left. Hope he's okay. So there's another person joining in. Marty! Welcome in, Marty. Hope you're well. So we have Chester Gear in the Porsche, 40 in the Ferrari, and there's Swifty in the Porsche, Speed Sparko in the Ferrari, Petty in the Porsche, Natty in the Porsche, Enzo Racer in the Porsche, M. Ribley in the Porsche, and there's Skull Glitch. Mind you, I might have recognised it. Forgive me if I do forget, but it's good to have you around, my friend, and I hope you're doing good. So we got Skull Glitch in the Volkswagen Beetle going off-roading there, of course. Oh, I thought you were going to see me there, but not close, not quite a cigar. So we've got Mikhail in the Porsche, Ruduz in the Porsche, and there's Marty in the Nismo, and there's myself, Barrico, Riabi in the pits. So the race is starting soon, people. Have a good one, and best of luck, and let's have a clean race as well. So let's get this next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Good start with 4-star checkers on. Good getaway. Watch the Ferrari. If that's a Ferrari, it is a Ferrari. Chester's lagging a bit. Just be mindful of that, people. Not as bad, like, but I don't mind it. Speed Sparko in the Ferrari behind me, the 296. These two are fighting, going side by side on the fast left and right-hander. Might want to give that one back, Chester, where you can, please. Obviously, it's can literally just see it from my naked eye. Well, never mind. Just lost it on his own. So time got caught up to him. Oh, somebody's had enough. Unlucky, buddy. So there's myself in the lead. Swifty is second, doing so well. Hats off to him so far. Got a bit of a race to get on with, as a lot can happen. So 40 in third, Speed Sparkle in fourth. Perico in fifth, Chester Gear in sixth, Overlord in seventh, Rodo's in eighth. Welcome, Robinson. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. Unless if he was watching, then I mean, you thought that you would know like by then when I'm talking along, but at the same time, you just want to have a look back and or the replay, for instance, and then see to before you even get a better picture, because it was pretty clear, wasn't it, that it was just like a wheel-to-wheel racing speed action going into the fast right-hander, with not really much room in that sense. But then again, that it's one of them that when you have somebody that's lagging, and then what else could you do? There's not a lot of even than you just be super mindful on the approach to a player that's lagging a bit. But unless the player himself doesn't even know, then maybe he should know by then, having given them the heads up. Unless somebody tells them what's been happening, right? Even in an open lobby, a friendly race, I don't mind where I finish. I just like be super mindful of who I'm racing with, even if there's those that got good connection or even poor connection. So, but for others, really depends on it. Even if you're in a league racing championship, for instance, then that's when you just got to be super alert in that sense of even if the lag is too much to continue in the league race, then there's no need to participate in that round. Because otherwise it will ruin what would have been a pleasant racing experience for many people who want to do the best for themselves and for their abilities also, even in a championship scenario where you want to get as many points as possible. So anyway, I'm just on cruise control now, just bringing the car home as we're in the last lap of the race. Ah, Swifty's dropped down out of the podium position. Unlucky, buddy. But a great job for racing, considering that I'm not seeing you in ages in my lobby, like. Around the final corner, and Danny C takes the win at Lago Maggiore. Get in there, Danny. GG, everyone. So grab the replays if you want them. So I've got myself taking the win with the fastest lap, 14 seconds, Speed Sparkle in third, Swifty in fourth, Perico in fifth, Petty in sixth, Rodos in seventh, Overlord in eighth, Chester Gear in ninth, Marty in 10th, Mikhail in 11th, Skull Glitch in 12th, and there's Enraby, the last finisher, in P13, whereas Delta Bell, Enzo Racer, and Natty the only ones to retire from this race. Chester 40. So let's head off to the next track then, shall we? We're going to go to a familiar circuit somewhere. Where should we go to? Should we go to Gilles Villeneuve? We'll go to Gilles Villeneuve then. So, race starting in 5 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap. And please be mindful to other people on the track. Thanks. Okay, so whilst I am not doing anything at the minute, I'm just going to put a link over to a little something for those who are not involved in a certain thing. So if anybody wants to join my Discord channel, you're more than welcome to. The link is on the YouTube chat for those who are not in it. So therefore, you will see the updates from for what's happening for my next upcoming streams and my events. There's also a sports channel section where there's the motorsport world and football, etc. And then you also have the outside life events, whether it's the events such as the classic car shows or etc. So you have all the bits and pieces that you have on the Discord channel for those who like to join. More than welcome to. I'm gonna get the so we have Antonio in there. What should I be out in? I hear something like I'm gonna go out in something that not even used for ages. Having spoke about them flipping spaceships a lot, I may as well just have a crack in the French spaceship. So this one has 7 gears, obviously. Just part next to Martin. There's Skull Glitch there as well, joining in. Around goes Swifty. And you know what? So far, it's good to have some familiar names in the lobby. You've got Marty, you've got Skull Glitch, obviously. The Skull Glitch, for those who are wondering, I believe, if I remember correctly, is who was doing click and design AI, well, close, not sort of AI, but close to it, but bits and pieces of the logos and some pictures and so on. But other than that, it's then there's Petty, there's Delta Bell, there's Antonio, Swifty. Petty, or who I've raced with early in the year as well. So let's have a quick look of who we have out on the track. So there's Swifty in the Porsche, Antonio in the Porsche, Rodo's in the Porsche, Delta Bell in the Citroen, aka the French spaceship, and there's Marty in the Nismo, and there's Skull Glitch in the Volkswagen Beetle, just a gear in the Aston, Liquid Tundra in the Dodge Viper, and there's myself, Perico. You're racing this one, Petty. Let's see what he says. Unless if he don't respond within a minute, we'll just get the race underway. Perhaps sitting this one out, or is he? Or unless he's having a comfort break, or even having something to eat. So we'll let him spectate this one. So the race starting soon. Have a good one, everyone, and best of luck, and keep it clean as well, please. So let's get this next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. So we're up a couple of places. Obviously, I wanted to do our last first challenge. Go ahead, mate. Had nowhere to go. Oh. I do apologize. What was looked like it was a concertina effect. Drove himself into the wall. Unlucky. Might get a penalty for being a bit corner greedy there. And it turns out I didn't. So we're good to keep going. Understeered too much and too much throttle into the wall. Marty's got a penalty. Perico's gone into the wall of champions. So we're up into 5th. Currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Marty's been cutting some grass there. Manages to keep it out of the wall somehow. And power sliding his way through. Same place. Great save from Marty, even though I had my moment. I think that was a bit of synchronized drifting after touching the grass and then sliding all over the place. Got the run on Marty now. Even he had his own moment. Just park the bus. You might want to give that one back, Perico, mate. If there was contact. Well done, Chester Gear, Antonio, Swifty, getting onto the podium. So grab the replays if you want them. So we've got Chester Gear taking the win, Antonio in second, Swifty in third, myself in fourth, Perico in fifth, Marty in sixth, Liquid Tundra in seventh, Skull Glitch in eighth, Delta Bell Rodeos the only ones to retire from this race. Right, so on to the next one then. Was there any contact from your perspective, Marty? Because it looked like it was sort of like or no, Joe, is it just a driver error? If you're watching, so that was contact then, but it's fine. Okay, I'll keep an eye on him. And because really that he should have given the position back, to be honest, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go to Yas Marina for the next one, and for that I'm gonna have to set it to strong, the shortcut penalty, because we all know like how people can use the runoff areas and so on, but for that obviously the wider you go, obviously more punishments will be dished out in terms of penalties. Welcome along, Alex. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. Yeah, you're lagging, Chester Gear. I saw that firsthand when you was racing with somebody. No problem. I'll be getting a race underway in 5 minutes. Race starting in 5 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap, and please be mindful to other people on the track. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So, mind you, he's left now, isn't he? So, at least he did right to leave the lobby, even though that it looked as though that it was his fault. So that's one person less to worry about, Marty. No worries, pal. Just see that you're about to bounce. So I appreciate you racing with us, Skull Glitch. Shall we do a room refresh, or we're just happy with just the 8 of us? I don't mind refreshing the lobby and therefore just put in a new room ID. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, Delta Bell's up for it, so no problem at all. Gonna refresh the room. Feel free to follow. Apologies for any inconvenience. New room ID in YouTube chat. So apologies for the... No worries, pal. Thank you for letting us know, Branston. Delta has spoken, so yep, a room refresh is required. So I've got the lobby settings saved, and that I'll remove that to the old message somewhere. Okie dokie. So, yeah, see if there's any more people that's coming in. Oh, why Yasmarina? Because it's this week's daily race, and yeah, it's going back to many months back when where they did the Formula One style, the track limit rules, the championship penalties, obviously. So, like, you go over the white line, then therefore you get a penalty dished out. So that I'll be looking forward to the next couple episodes of that whilst I am at it. Okay, so the room is now open once again, and that I'm going to put in the room ID too and pin it. RE7K. So the new room ID is now here. So if there's anybody having any issues joining the lobby, let me know. No issues from that one person so far. CGMR 53, welcome in. Could always do your best, and that's all you could do. So, whilst we wait for the amount of players to come in, therefore, that I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. So I'll be back in 2 secs. Okay. Welcome along, CJMR. Thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it. And obviously there's just a few of us who's just joined in, so I don't know if I was to set it to like just public. I mean, it's there for anybody who wants to. Why am I on the wets? Oh yeah, I remember. Antonio's back in. Welcome back. Chester Gear's back in. Good job. Hope the internet's working all right for you, mate. Tom the Rookie, welcome in, pal. It's been so long, and thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you're doing good, and I hope everyone is well. And best wishes to your family now that you're a dad once more. For those who don't know, Tom the Rookie, shouldn't be any issue with now that you got the internet connection sorted. Well, the reset sorted just again, but I'll keep an eye on it just in case. So yeah, Tom, I hope all is well from the family side, and I just seen on what is it, Kizzy Sim Racing's Discord server that I noticed that it's your birthday. So can we all spare a moment to wish Tom the Rookie many happy returns? So therefore that Tom obviously done a lot of daily racing, and you know that as you stepped into the next chapter of your life, it's like where do you begin, and therefore that by any means that you just do what's best for yourself and the family, and there's no rush on the comeback just as of yet, because like many of us, we've all got our own lives to prioritize, and so have a look at his content, people. For those who don't know Tom the Rookie, and feel free to join in and join me to wish him happy birthday to Tom the Rookie. So Marty says happy birthday, Tom. Race starting in, give it 2 minutes. So good to see you, Bronson. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, that obviously what I've been on with for a while since I last saw you, though, I've just been like super consistent at doing some streams, well, from my side, you know, when it comes to some of the open lobbies, as well as that. Obviously, that yeah. So to the flight simulator, yeah. By any means, that you do what you need to do, and I understand that fully. Which does give you some downtime, you know, from the racing stuff, and I have been doing some episodes of the second account, which I've recently set up, which is the E to A Daily Racing Antimatter series. So we've done 3 episodes so far. I might as well just get a couple for this week, especially with Yas Marina being like the sort of circuit where I've been like super consistent of getting the efficient, super good lap times and keeping the mistakes to as minimum as possible, which is not easy to do for many people, of course, when it comes to track limits. And yeah, that's the aim, you know, just strive, you know, by any means, you know, just to do better than before, like many of us are doing, of course. Although that I may have been on vacation too from league racing for quite some time, but obviously, did get to see some options. What will interest me? I have put my name on, to say that I'm interested. So, but by any means, we'll see how that pans out. And other than that, we are going to get ourselves up and running. Although that it's been bit of a while since I've last done a league race, but when the opportunity does come, then I'll be feeling much fresher, more re-energized, and looking to start on the right foot. So stick around, people, because we're in for a good time, not for a long time. For one moment, I've forgotten who I was, until I had to spare a moment to rediscover my identity, showcase my resurgence, and get that pure enjoyment of getting the best out of myself and the vehicle underneath me, and the equipment as well. So, yeah, that's the some would say, well, this is like somebody's like, having a Lewis Hamilton syndrome, where at one stage that he forgotten who he was, and then where he is now, that he is second in the Drivers' Championship, which obviously he could have been much closer to Kimi if it hadn't been for some of the common mess ups from Ferrari themselves, of course. Which, you know what, it happens, don't it? Glad you're enjoying the poetic moments that I delivered there in the flash. So we've got Antonio, Chester, we've got Delta Bell, CJMR, Enzo, Bronson, Gino, Kelly, Stone, Alpine Star, Marty, Chris the G. Where are you? There you are. Sebastian is in there. Kevin, and there's myself, Chris the G, Enzo, Zigzag Nugget. So we're just about to get underway, people. Now we're gonna full lobby. So the race is starting soon. Have a good race, best of luck, and let's have a clean race as well. So get your popcorn ready, people, for those who are not racing or watching. So let's get down to business and do the talking on the track, as we're about to get the next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Track limits strong. Just to give you all a heads up. Just for this one track only. So be mindful of the track limits as well with this, because the wider you go, then the heavier the penalty will be dished out. Okay? Because we all know what the problem is with this track, of course. So for some who don't, therefore that's something to give you all the heads up. It not quite the championship style, the Formula 1 style, the track limit penalties. Here we go. What a start. I need to slip, man. Tuck behind the Jag. Oh, I got hit. Not sure who it was. That was so wide there. So we've got the two Spaniards in first and second respectively. CGMR in third, holding off Delta Belt. And I'm just casually behind in P5. And there's Marty in 6th in this Toyota. Enzo in 7th, Alpine Star in 8th. Delta Bell's gone super wide there. He's going to get a penalty. You watch in a flash. The computer says no. Damn it! Nice one for playing this system. Two laps to go. Zigzag nuggets left. Milan's in, welcome in. Last lap now. Can we get a podium? Only meant to win once, which he has just done there. Is Delta Bell close to luck? Probably not, unless he tries something. Nope, fought twice. I might have a sniff of 4th place though. What a move. Let's go. Oh, that looked pretty close up front. Oh, mind you, Antonio's, well, he was still behind, but still managed to get a 2-second penalty in the process for what looked like a really close match. Well played, you two. Well played, everyone. Well played, CJ. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. The two Spaniards were just like very much running away in first and second in the Porsche. You do right, mate. You do right to go different. So, good to have a bit of fun in a car that's not even a meta. So, grab the replays if you want them. So, I just want to spare a moment to congratulate those who have had some good races with. Welcome along, Mickey. So let's have a look at the results. So we've got Chester Gear taking the win with Antonio in second. There's CJ in third. We've got myself in fourth. Delta Bell in fifth. Enzo in seventh. We've got Alpine Star in eighth. And there's Kevin in ninth. Chris the G in 10th. Stone in 11th. Khalili in 12th. We've got Tino in 13th. We've got Bronson in 14th. We've got Bastian in 15th. And there's Zigzag Nugget, the only one to retire from this race. So wait for Mats to initialize, which he has. So we welcome in. Sorry if I missed anybody who I've not had a chance to say hi. So we're gonna go off to where should we go? Where should we go? Shall we go to Spa then, or Panorama, or Interlagos? We'll go Suzuka. Mind you, I had a second thought on Suzuka. Just need to set it to weak from strong. That's what I have to do. So anybody enjoying the entertainment, hit the like button, and if anybody new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate the support. So race starting in 5 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap, and please be mindful to other people on the track. Thanks. I'm gonna go with the Alpha. I've not even used the Alpha in ages. And as for as we've already as I just seen as we spoke, we have made it to 2 figures worth of likes. So thank you very much for your support. Let's keep pushing. It's the best way to get on with this business. So I just need to copy the link and then post it for those who haven't already. So feel free to join my Discord server for those who haven't. Welcome along, Ege. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. So the Discord link is to join my server for those who haven't. The link is there on the YouTube chat for those who want to see the latest updates of on my upcoming streams. The sports channel sector, as well as the racing game itself, and multiple pieces on to talk about, whether it's the open lobbies, the daily races, manufacturers, Nations Cup content, as well as that. There's also the sports section where you can talk. There's the world of motorsport, whether it's the world of Formula 1, football, etc. And as well as that, there's also like bits and pieces where people can please themselves to go and share their holiday pics. For those who want to share their bits and pieces, more than welcome to. So, what I was going to say is that has anybody on here watched the Formula E season finale in the London E-Prix? Because I am not going to lie that that was a mental finale. It really was. And this has got me thinking of a certain flashback from many years ago, but in a different championship. For those who haven't seen it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So what happened was that in the last race, Pascal Wehrlein was qualified well ahead of his championship rival Jake Dennis, who was down in who was started in P17 at one point. And what happened was that through the race that even Pascal were just literally a little miles ahead, and then what you had was those two Jaguars who were just playing their some mind games, especially with the Porsches or so. And anyway, when it came to later on in the race, which literally changed the dynamic and sent everybody talking about the episode where you had Jake himself, who was still the contender for the championship. Therefore, that he done everything he can to use the two attack mode boosts, like the mushroom boosts they call them in Mario Kart, just like in Formula One. Jake he used the strategy very nicely for later on in the race, right? And therefore, that what happened was that there was a bit of a coming together for one of the drivers, and that of course Pascal went a bit wide, and that was like from the other driver, of course. That's not Jake. Anyway, what happened was that when these two were going side by side whilst in the indoor section, what Pascal did was just completely bang out of order by going around the corner, just tapping somebody in the back, whilst you had Jake Dennis on the right. All of a sudden, nowhere to go, but ended up into the wall as well. That's just bang out of order stuff. It really was. I'm not even kidding, because you had two championship contenders fighting it out, and what did Pascal do? Play the system up. And what I mean by play the system is that you look at 1994, where Michael Schumacher obviously closed the door on Damon Hill, where Damon saw the opportunity to go for the gap, even though he didn't know at the time that Schumacher's car must have been broken after going off and hitting the wall, and therefore that that left Damon with nowhere to go, and obviously sent Michael flying a bit, and therefore been branded as a cheat in that sense. Copy, Marty. So who we're looking at? So we've got Chester. Got that one noted. And then that one too. No problem. So yeah, that basically that even in the process, Pascal was dished out a 5-second penalty for taking the other car out. That's not even in the championship. So, but what he done tactically was to stop Jake getting ahead of him in the championship. So that's something as part of the setup that needs to be looked at and investigated, because what took place there was just deliberate. Literally, last thing you need to go and win a championship like that, and that of course was what led to Pascal to cheat his way to win the championship, and that's bang out of order. He should have been disqualified, just like how Schumacher had been disqualified for trying to ram his championship rival off, Jacques Villeneuve, in 1997, when he were about to get overtaken, and therefore that just hit him in the wrong side of part, and therefore just disqualified Schumacher out of the championship for that move. So that's something that they should investigate Pascal for tactically hitting somebody else off instead of Jake. Because to me, that Jake Dennis, in my opinion, we all feel that is the real champion of Formula E. So, anyway, it's so lovely to see you, my girl. Hope you're doing good. Hope all is well, Rose. We're just got a couple of races in, so we're just about to get the next one underway. So race starting soon. Good luck, and have a good race, and let's have a clean race as well. So one of them's left, so just this one left. So no worries for CJ for going AFK, but unless there's somebody who wants to race this one, then I'll have to give you a heads up. Okay. So, mind you, there is a slot there actually. So let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. So let's go out there and have fun. Let's do it. And welcome into the Discord server, CJ. Saw the notification come through. Whoa, somebody went straight on there. Got the Spaniard on my left. And there's Rose behind as well. After you. Just have to be mindful of those ahead. What was that? Copy. Well, that player's left. Oh, unlucky Rose. Went too wide over the curb. Shifted one gear too early. Well, one of the SIR guys is left, so yeah. No worries. Whatever caused that, I'm not sure what happened until I get to see it firsthand. Whoa, something's happened further up. There's Delta Bell in his McLaren with the Welsh flags on the side of the gurney end plates. Skated side by side, the Spaniard. Just have to be mindful of that. Almost. Somebody's had an adventure. Oh, it's the back marker. We don't often see back markers in this one. The Spaniard guy. Okay. I was a bit skeptical on the weaving on the straight, so I wouldn't take it personally if I were you, mate. So just have some time out, pal. So we've got Antonio taking the win with Stone in second, Chester Gear in third, Tekken in fourth. We've got Kevin in fifth, myself in sixth, Delta Bell in seventh, Bronson in eighth. I've got Ataroon in ninth. I've got Marty in 10th. I've got Tino in 11th. Multiple Royale and 12, and there's Rose and Milan, the only ones to retire from this race. So let's head off to the next one, as it's going to be the last one of the stream, I'm afraid. Until next time. So where should we go to? Something quick, something more alert. Shall we go to Red Bull Ring? We'll go to the Red Bull Ring, and then no worries, pal. Appreciate you racing with us, and you look after yourself. So this is what's going to be the last race of the stream, I'm afraid. Haven't been on for nearly 2 hours, and I'm about to crack on with whatever I need to do. So this is the last race of the stream. Race starting in 5 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap, and please be mindful to other people on the track. And don't forget, for those who haven't, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. It's Danny C. Thank you for your support. Antonio's back in for the last one of the stream. It's okay, Antonio's here. Antonio's here. I'm gonna go out in the Beetle if I can find it. I'm gonna have a crack at the BMW, not BMW, the Beetle. Yeah. A very quick driver, Antonio. Get the tyres warmed up quickly. Whoa! Well, that went well. That were a bit of donuts for you. Right, let's have a look at who we have out on the track. So we got CJMR in the Subaru, Antonio in the Porsche, Jester in the Porsche, Arturun in the Toyota, and there's EXO in the BMW, Gino in the Porsche, Yillen in the Lamborghini. Welcome along, creator. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just in time for the last one of the stream. So we've got Delta Bell in the Lambo, and there's Gotten in the Porsche, Jorginho in the Porsche, and there's myself, Marty, Rose, and Creator, all in their cars. So we're going to full lobby once more to round it off the stream. So we just need Owen to ready up, please. If you're watching. Starting soon. So race starting soon. Have a good race, people. Best of luck, and let's have a clean race as well. So we'll give Owen 30 seconds to respond. Otherwise we're going to get this last race underway. So I wouldn't take it personal even if we had to get going, as I've not really got much time. So, and that he's gone with the Beetle. So let's get on with the last race of the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. I'm just going to go pull over to one side and I'll go for the back. Oh no, Antonio! So sorry to see that, mate. Whoa! Almost. Kept it going somehow. How many cars wide? Thought I seen 4 for a moment, maybe 5. What the? Well, we moved up some places. Creator's got a 1 second penalty in the process. Appreciate you giving way. Although I felt like we were supposed to push to pass from the last lap on this particular corner here. The Belgians had a bad corner exit somewhere. We're up into 7th. Marty's got a half-second penalty. What was that? Might want to give that one back, mate. When you can, please. Because that was a push to pass from that one. You didn't need to go that deep, but thank you very much. So, Marty serves a half-second penalty. Oh, Rose gets a half-second penalty off that, the other one, of that last corner. Welcome along, Landon. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. Landon Motorsports has a YouTube channel for those that like to go and look at his Formula 1 content. Thank you very much for dropping a like, Ahmed, my brother. Rose serves a half-second penalty. Last lap now. So the CJ in the lead, Chester in second, Delta Bell in third, myself in fourth. Rose in fifth, Marty in sixth, Owen in seventh. I've got Cotton in eighth. Welcome along, Kez. Sorry that this is the last race of the stream. Oh, I've got a bit wide there. Oops. I think I might have got spooked, but I'm not worried. Unless it's just me who suffered a skill issue a moment there. I had to slow down so that I don't get penalised from the computer. No worries, mate. So more details will be coming very shortly after this race of what's happening next. So keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned for that one. Well played, Rose. Good little race we had there together. And we've got CJ taking the win. Well done, buddy. Thanks. GG to you. Chester in second, Doubtspell in third, Rose in fourth. Grab the replays if you want them. Just to spare a moment to say congrats, well done, thanks for the race, that was fun. Not just Rose, but a couple of other people as well. So thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube at It's Danny C. See you next time and take care all. Yes, GG's to you, my girl. Thank you very much for joining with us. Sorry that I have to cut shorter as well. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching us as well, Tom. And best wishes to you as well, to you and their family. And so stay tuned for what's happening next for my next stream, for those who want to stick around. So we've got CJ taking the win, Chester Gear in second, we've got Delta Ball in third, Rose in fourth, myself in fifth, Owen in sixth, we've got the Creator in seventh, Marty in eighth, and then we've got Bronston in ninth, Yellen in 10th, Exor in 11th, Gotten in 12th, Zeno in 13th, we've got Jorginho in 14th, Antonio and Natron the only ones to retire from this race. Yes, mate, it was the last one, unfortunately. That I'm going to have to bounce and do whatever I need to do. So, yeah, there's another opportunity of open lobby, but I'm not sure what's happening, which I'm going to tell you more about it. Obviously, for those who have been watching me daily racing in the Antimetric series, thank you very much to those who have been watching my A to A daily racing Antimetric series. For those who don't know, I've recently progressed up to a B rank now. So obviously, I don't know how long it's going to take to get an A, but I've got a feeling that if I can get some more streams, especially some daily races, for instance, then like for this week, for instance, therefore I'll be able to do some more daily races. So who knows? Might be able to get some more open lobbies afterwards, but we'll see where we are. So that's just a little hint of what's happening for those who are keen to know what's next for my streaming adventures and so on. But I'm yet to go and sign a contract with a certain manufacturer. So this is the one account that which I'm yet to sign a contract with. I'm not going to sign the other contract yet until, depending how close can I get to an A, but we'll see how that goes as we go along. So I will be entered to the GT1 league. So what should we go with? What should we go with? I might go. Do you know what? Might as well go Lamborghini. Why not? Why not challenge yourself for once? So I'm gonna go with the. Well, you never know with the with the bop changes or so, but things can change pretty quickly. But I'm just gonna enjoy it whilst being in the Lambo. So that I'm gonna be in the well, they've got a few varieties, haven't they? So that way, the contract is now signed with Lamborghini, so that I can listen to the noisy V10 from the Huracan. And that car gave me so many memories then. So breaking news on this account, Danny C signs a contract with Lamborghini after having taken on some of my manufacturers along with Porsche, McLaren, Toyota, and now Lamborghini is the next destination. However, although I do have another account as well, so it's just a matter of whether if I get to an A, therefore that will put me into the GT1 category. But if not, what all that does is anybody that says B rated or C rated, therefore will be put into the GT2 league. So that's how the system works. Even if you are D rated or an E rated driver, you will be put into the GT3 league. So basically, how you gain some driver rating is sport mode. That's the place where you do some daily daily racing. Excuse me. But this is what I've been on with Ice Taylor. I haven't seen out of Ice Taylor in ages, and he's been smashing it, hasn't he? Hang on a minute. Why did I not even set a time? Oh, mind you, I must have not registered. Oh no, I've not even registered it, have I? Because I was doing a quick lap. Yeah, I was doing a quick lap. So I was doing a 53-1 at one point. Bloody hell, I should have just saved that one. But oh well. So there is GR4. So yeah, that I haven't seen much of Ice Taylor in ages. So therefore that so I am definitely in the top 3 on my friends list. But and that should put me around, well, obviously just outside of the top 100. So yeah, that bloody hell. That's I thought I've saved the time, but I could get better as I go along. But at least I have the replay saved anyway. So so let's get the tickets opened. Right, so I just want to spare a moment to say thank you very much to those of you who were tuned in to say hello a while ago. Thank you very much to those of you who have been taking part in my Open Lobby Racing. And welcome to the new subscribers to the YouTube channel. And of course, those who have just joined the Discord server. So yeah, it's been a good couple hours doing some Open Lobbies. So I'm not sure when I'll be doing Open Lobbies in the GR3. So maybe after the daily races or something like that, but that will have to be on the second account. However, with this new room with the room ID device, then anybody can join me in that method, unless if you want, could just add me on the other account. More than welcome to, unless I send you it to like that beforehand. So, so what I can say is that if things do go to plan, is that next time I'll be live. I don't think I've got anything planned other than just do what I normally do in the real world. Is that I'm going to be doing some daily races on the second account for the E to A anti-meta series. So I might get a couple of episodes in. So stay tuned for that. I will let you all know on the Discord server as well as the community page. That I'm going to be doing some daily races, not just for one episode, but for 2 episodes. So then we will see. If I remember, like, how long does it take for anybody to go on? How many races does it take to go from B rated? No matter, well, because I've been like started at the back, and then obviously managed to get an A on this one account, well, from ages ago, having done the qualifying at one point. But to start at the back makes it more rewarding and so on, getting the consistency of finishing in solid positions. So how long will that take to get to A? That's the question that I'm about to find out for myself in the other account, and therefore I'm just so in the car that's not even a meta at all. So other than that, it's be going pretty much early, like 3:30 in the afternoon tomorrow. So that's what I've got in mind, because that way that I'll have to be live minutes earlier otherwise that there's not really much time to jump in and look at the replay for what I've seen some other people's streams and so on. But as for the open lobbies, we'll see how that goes. However, I have got a bit of a weekend off, which I don't get very often. So therefore, that I'll be able to put in some more time to go and spend some time with you guys on some open lobbies. If anybody's free, no worries if you're busy doing whatever. Unless if I am going out, then yeah, hope you understand. So don't stress if there's no lobby by any means, but because by any means that we just, like many of us, we all got our own lives to deal with. As I have been speaking with Tom, for instance, who has his own family, and yeah. So many names to thank for tuning in. Indian Stig, Aziz Ahmed, Portal Corner, Ruben, Bronson, Marty, Alex Diz, CGMR, Tom the Rookie, AJ Mentorun, Leyden Motorsports, Desdemoros, Kez, thank you very much for tuning in. To leave a comment on the chat. And those who have been watching, thank you very much for your support. And so anybody liking the content of what I'm providing, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and push the notification buttons as well for them whenever I go live, or even put a piece of video up. So whatever you're all up to, as we have reached 15 likes now. Thank you very much for leaving the likes, and so maybe more will come later on. But anyway, until next time, whatever you're all up to, look after you, stay safe, have a great evening, great afternoon, great morning, wherever you are in the world. And from myself, Danny C, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.